Hi guys, welcome to another video. Once again, I'm going to be focusing on my PlayStation trophy collection. The past few days, I didn't even know this was coming out. We've got the 2021 PlayStation wrap-up. So I've seen a lot of people post their wrap-ups on socials, on Twitter, on Instagram. And it's really interesting to see what people have been doing the past year, especially with all, with the pandemic going on and everything. A lot of people are getting a lot more trophies. They're playing a lot more games, which it's actually nice to see a lot of people be playing more, and a lot of new people, people finding their way to PlayStation. So I just wanted to look at mine. Really, I haven't really had a good look at mine. I got a notification last night. I had a look yesterday. I had a quick look at it. But I thought, do you know what? For a first experience, let's do this, as a video. Because I hadn't really properly looked at my stats. So this is actually one of my, well, if not the first viewing of it. So let's get started. So 2021 PlayStation wrap-up. So let's see what PlayStation has in store for us here. So last year I played 836 total hours. I can take that. Yeah, that's I'd say that's a decent amount. I've seen a lot more from other people, but whether they're streamers or they're playing live games on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. But 836 hours for a casual game, I think, is pretty standard, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that. What have we got here? So hours broken down. So 575 hours apparently spent on my PlayStation 5 playing PlayStation 5 titles. Which is pretty good considering there isn't actually a lot of PS5 titles out there at the moment. So that's not bad, actually. And obviously the 261 there making up the 800 odd hours for PlayStation 4 titles. Local play, I've definitely spent a lot more time offline this year, last year even, just playing games by myself. That sounds sad. But yeah, no, I enjoy playing games. There's a lot of experiences that are only solo play, local play, especially when you're playing a lot more localized games, such as Just Dance and whatever. I'm normally playing that locally. I'm not really playing that sort of thing online. And then 202 hours online. Most of that, I reckon, most of that will be taken up by FIFA and Battlefield and COD. To be honest, I can't really think of any other games that have stood out where I've gone, oh yeah, I always have to play that online. In the past few years, it's been things like Fortnite, Rocket League, the really standard games, that you have to play online to get the best experience. Fortnite, obviously, only online. And if you just want to go for the Battle Royale stuff. And 263 days played, that's pretty good. Most of us work full time. I haven't got time to play my games every single night of every single day. And I don't play them every weekend anymore, really. I go through games so quickly. So to see that I've spent the best part of the year playing games, which is great. I'm not entirely sure why I've got 0 hours on my PlayStation VR here. I've been playing on my VR a lot more recently, especially the back end of last year. So I don't know if that's because the stats haven't catched up with that. But certainly from, I'd say, September, October time onwards, those hours in VR there should be a few more hours in there. So that's a bit strange seeing a 0 there. So moving on, what do we have here? Global community stats, Death Stranding director's cut. That's some impressive stats there for a game that I've never played, and I'm not really interested, to be honest. Not really my type of thing. Doesn't mean it's bad, obviously. It's just, we've all got our own our own opinions of what we like, and we play what we want to, basically, and that's just really not been on my mind recently to play that game. So in 2021, I played 110 games apparently. So I played a lot of games, a lot of separate games. So I reckon that's from PlayStation Plus. It was definitely a backlog year, and I think that was from the people I've been speaking to. That's definitely the same around the community, especially at first hand. A lot of people going back into their backlogs and clearing games out. Especially, like I said, when you've got a PS5, there's not really many titles for it that I want to play at the moment. The titles I have played, they're done and dusted. all completed. I'm kind of looking forward to next month when we've got Horizon coming out. That's going to be really exciting. But yeah, mostly PS4 titles and just going back and seeing what I want to play, and obviously all the games that I've missed and I might want to replay. A good example of this, I think, was my Jurassic World Evolution. I think I picked it up once when it first came out, not really fussed, and then I jumped back into it and absolutely loved it. Didn't platinum it, unfortunately, but I really enjoyed that. Just as a side note, guys, Jurassic World Evolution 2, a bit too convoluted for me. They made it a bit too many. Yeah, I didn't like it. There's too much on the interface and too much extra tedious tasks to do. But yeah, we're going off on a tangent here. But yeah, no, just an example there for you. So 110 games, quite happy with that. So here we go, top games of 2021. So FIFA 21. So that'll be on PS5. But yeah, okay, I can take that. FIFA 21, yeah, and that was definitely more towards the start of the year. FIFA 22, I hardly played because it was shit, basically. it's same with every it's same game every year, and I'm actually going to make a point this year of not playing FIFA. You know, all right. So it's just, yeah, I've had enough of FIFA for a few years, I think. Moving on, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I really enjoyed the online of this, actually. The online was really good. And yeah, I mean, I didn't play too much of it. I know 96 hours is a lot, but I mean, I'm sure you guys know, you look at the people's stats, they're in the hundreds, if not thousands of hours. I know one of my friends, I think he's 1,200 hours or something stupid like that. We're playing COD last year. So yeah, no, not too fussed about that. I'm quite happy with that number. Going on to number 3, Far Cry 6, 48 hours. That'll be for the platinum. It was a bit of a grind for the platinum, but that didn't take away from how fun it was. I thought Far Cry 6, when I first started, I was like, oh, I'm not too sure about this. And as it kept going, I was like, actually, yeah, this is pretty good. I love the Far Cry games. I love what they're doing with them. I still don't like the extra missions that they did. I liked the missions. I think it was in, correct me if I'm wrong, New Dawn, where they had like separate missions where you could go and infiltrate different places, and then you had to escape or do a certain thing, reaching a certain objective. That was really good. But Far Cry 6 was great, a great open world sandbox experience. Moving on to Battlefield 2042. I mean, oh dear. These 35 hours were probably in the first week when it first came out. And when I first got it, I loved it. But as I kept playing it, I realized how much is missing from it. And for me, I mean, the weather effects are amazing. I had some really awesome gameplay moments, especially when the tornado comes in, where the spaceship is, you know, the shuttle, and that explodes and everything. That is awesome. That, to me, that's Battlefield. But one of the biggest disappointments is there's no destructible environment. And I know a lot of people say, no, there's no scoreboard or anything, which, yeah, I mean, you know, why wouldn't you have a scoreboard? But that wasn't my biggest issue with Battlefield. It was the destructible environments. You've had games, Battlefield itself has done better Battlefield games. I mean, you had games like, Battlefield 1 was yeah, all right, the houses didn't fully crumble, but, like, you know, taken from Battlefield Bad Company 2, if you were in a house, it didn't mean you were safe. You know, that building could collapse. So the environment was constantly changing, and you had to adapt to that. And unfortunately, Battlefield 2042 didn't hit that mark for me. And then last but not least, for my top 5 is Immortals: Phoenix Rising. I didn't platinum it, actually. There was a lot to do in that game, and again, games like this, it's just a case of what I'm feeling like at the time. And it was incredibly cheap. I think I picked it up for like a tenner on PS5. It was stupidly cheap. And I really enjoyed the comedic aspects of it. It was, it reminded me of a mix between, what was it? I can't remember the games now. That's bad. There was a mix of something, yeah. But no, I did enjoy it. But yeah, platinum wise, it was a very collect everything sort of thing. And I was just again, I got bored. You know, once you've done the main story and everything, I got bored. So yeah, no. But yeah, no, regarding top 5 games, I'll take all that. That's the sort of year it's been like. A couple of big releases, and I've obviously spent more time playing PS5 games there because they're all, every single one of those I played on my PS5. So Returnal we have here. Again, the same as Death Stranding, I'm not fussed. So we'll quickly move on from that. So here's the big one. Here's the one I like looking at. So you've added a total of 1,497 new trophies to the collection. I mean, for God's sake, couldn't I have made another 3 trophies up to make that a nice round 1,500 trophies? But I think that's pretty good for a single year. Again, casual gamer, not really playing, 6 to 7 hours a night like some people are, and using up a full weekend of gaming. No, I'm a casual gamer. I think that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So here's the breakdown. See what the breakdown is. It's a trophy cabinet for 2021. So let's move from bronze to platinum. So 898 bronze. Obviously, yes, it would be the most. A nice big percentage there. Silver 292. Again, decent amount. I mean, look at my golds there. That's impressive. That I'm almost matching up with my silvers for the golds. That's pretty good. I'm obviously pushing my trophies there. And then I found that impressive just for myself. Other people have got stupid amounts of platinums in 1 year, but I think 27 in 1 year is fantastic. I don't think I've ever got that many platinums in 1 year. I'm currently looking at breaking the 100 mark. I think I'm on 82 platinums at the moment, and I'm also aiming for 10,000 trophies. I believe I'm on the back end of 8,000, going into 9,000 for the new year. So not too long to go. I don't think. I definitely by the end of the year for that. But yeah, overall so far, the 2021 trophy cabinet is looking good. I'm happy with that. Moving on to some more community stats. Again, one of my games of the year last year, Ratchet & Clank. If you had a PS5, I mean, wow, talk about. I mean, I want to say it's like playing a Saturday morning cartoon, but I think that's doing it a disservice. I think you're going up to things like you're playing an animated movie. That I think I'd go that far. It was so good and so beautiful, and just the graphics were fantastic. The story was good. The new character, I mean, Rivet. I think everyone loves Rivet as a new character to the Ratchet & Clank universe. I'm really excited to see what they've got next. Insomniac have really been knocking it out of the park the past few years. So, long this may continue. And I will say, I hope we get another mainline Ratchet & Clank game for this generation. I felt we were robbed a bit for last generation. I think the only one I can remember last generation, wasn't it just the Ratchet & Clank game? But even that game was like a remake / reboot or whatever it was, a weird thing from the first game. So we want an actual proper new game. So yeah, I'd like to see another sequel to this in the next few years, see what Insomniac do. Obviously, they're busy with Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. So obviously, we're all excited for that. But yeah, hopefully after that, they can focus on Ratchet & Clank again and give us a sequel to this. So in PlayStation Plus last year, 2021, there were 37 monthly PS Plus games. I thought one bad last year, PS Plus. I'm really excited about what they've got up their sleeves for their version of the Xbox Game Pass. Recently, Sony have asked stores to pull PS Now cards from the stores. So obviously something is happening, and no details have been dropped just yet. So we'll get to see what's going on there. I'm hoping, March, April time, maybe the second quarter of the year, we'll get to actually have access to their version of a Game Pass. And it'll be pretty interesting to see what it is, because PlayStation Plus at the moment, I've never paid full price for PlayStation Plus ever. I always try and time my renewal subscription when they have the big sale in the summer, and because PlayStation Plus always goes down to about 35 quid. You can get it sometimes for 30 quid in some places. So I've never played. I mean, I think is it 40, 50 quid now? Is it? I'm not sure. I know it's expensive, to be honest, but to be fair with the types of games you get, you can't really knock it. I am enjoying a lot of the VR games they're putting on PlayStation Plus at the moment. especially we're knocking the VR out. And obviously we've got the VR2 this year. Really excited about that. That is obviously, you know, that's I think that's Christmas. That's going to be a Christmas present, I think, to myself this year. Hopefully that is going to come out this year. I'm sure they said that was coming out this year, but we'll see what happens. We never know, do we, with Sony? We'll see what goes on. But 37 monthly PS Plus games again. Thank you very much, Sony. Yes, you get your hits and misses. You get some good months and bad months. We'll say this year hasn't been the strongest start of the year. Everyone's getting a platinum on Dirt Rally or Dirt 5 or whatever, whichever Dirt it is. I'm just not interested. And you've got that mining game, I think, and then is it Persona, I think, for this month. So compared to last year, I think did we have some like what bug snacks was it? It was Destruction All Stars, wasn't it? I'm sure it was January last year. I enjoyed that, but yeah. So out of those 37, I took 33 of those home with me. So I'm not sure why it's that, because I always download all of them, but there might have been the odd game or two where I've gone, yeah, I'm not fussed about that. I will say, Sony, it is a bit annoying when you stick games that are already in the PlayStation Plus collection on PS Plus. That's a bit frustrating for PS5 owners. It feels like Sony. It does feel like from Sony, you're punishing the people who have gone out and spent money, and I'm talking a lot of money to get their hands on a PS5. But hey, it's the way it is, and my little voice in my little corner of the world isn't going to change any of that. So, kudos to you, Sony. So moving on again, global community stats, Destruction All Star again. I liked it. It was good to drop in and out of. I think that's all I can say about it. Again, there was nothing much to it, and I don't really want to stick on it too long. So what's a year? That was it, 2021. I believe there's a get your reward here, so I'm gonna see what that is. I believe it's avatars. So I won't be changing my avatar anytime soon. I kind of like the one I've got, thank you. Normally my avatars, I just stick with them. But thanks for joining me, guys. That was my 2021 wrap up for PlayStation. If you want to, comment and see what I've got, and I want to see what you guys have got as well. I'm actually moving away from Instagram, so the only place you can find me is Twitter. So I'll put a link at the end of the video as normal. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.